Today there's a bit of a northerly wind, kind of puffed up, and it's blowing some kind of diagonal waves down the beach, which you don't always get very often here. So there's a little bit of groundswell, but I think the bulk of it is more of this kind of northerly side chop. So see how it goes, but I think I might try a bit of a shore runnery type thing. Could almost downwind it, but I think I'll just shore runner and just have an easy walk back to the beach to do it again. So you can kind of see it's all coming in a bit diagonal. Don't know how well the GoPro shows it up. Say hello, actor.
Hello, I'm a kook.
Yeah, we do need to do a few more. So I got the 125.
Is that a progression?
Yeah, progression. I think I'll use this today. Have a look at that puppy. It's a weapon, isn't it?
Look at that shape. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's
that
so
was
cool.
nuts. So that's like max efficiency.
So it's really gliding.
Really glidey.
What? So I saw something. I'm riding the hyper.
Yeah.
Is like the size down of the progression, is that the same glide as the hyper on the size of?
So these are a little bit more high aspect.
So as in like a 140 progression? Is that more,
I would
does
say
that feel the same as
I
a
would say the
hyper?
140 progression would feel similar to the old 170 hyper.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be similar. And this is similar span, but you can see there's like less.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Well, that's called chord, and there's less of that, so it's just wider, narrower.
Yeah.
So this is like faster. It carries speed off the bumps.
Yeah.
So it actually can make, if you want to do like a shore runner, even though there's less area, it can make it easier because it will carry the speed from one lump to the other better.
So you're not
you know?
pumping just
yeah,
to go over them,
you're not pumping so much.
Oh, look at that shape. Does that give more lift? I'm guessing. Is that just...
That bit.
Yeah. Like
So you look when you look there. That's the dihedral.
Yeah.
So it's quite pronounced in this one, and that helps it. Like when you're on a rail, it helps it recenter and go back the other way.
Okay. Yeah.
So sometimes
Instead of just like staying and just falling
getting
in.
stuck. Sometimes with wider spans, when you're over,
They don't want to flip back.
they want to get back.
Yeah.
So they'll go over okay, but then you get stuck.
Do you ride the Viper at all now or not? Or are you basically on the progression?
Not so much Vipers. Like
Is that only for carving? Is that like the best wing for just surfing, but not? Very
it
good for anything
manages like energy well.
else? Okay.
You know, so there's loads of energy, but then it's hard once you feel all the glide and efficiency of something
Yeah,
like
you
this.
can just get so many waves on that.
It's just more fun, isn't it?
Looks so cool. I love that shape.
It is wild, this one. Yeah.
Such a nice looking wave.
Let's do it.
And you're on the, along the mast, don't you? Along.
8:30. You're helping me with my vlogs here, Hector. You're helping me with my vlogs. You're getting all the info out of me. All the info. I like 8:30. You've got 75 there, haven't you? I don't know how much these floaties are going to get in the way. This one here.
I got a new life, you would hardly
So the wind's actually dropped off now. It's kind of feeling a bit like only like it's 5 knots. So the downwinder has kind of disappeared a bit, because every time I pump offshore now, the wind's just not blowing much up. The beach goes a long way that way, and it goes even longer that way. So there's quite a bit of ground you can do and still be able to just walk. So the wind's actually gone offshore now, which is never a good sign for the downwind option, but the faces are now looking nice and clean. So maybe it's going to turn into a nice little kind of surfy session. Good to get out problems just like that. Pretty much stalled then, it's still got going again. There's not a soul on the beach apart from one guy doing a surf lesson. So this beach does get quite busy when the surf's good, but the surf today is absolute garbage. But as you can see, it's still pretty epic fun on a foil. So not a bad way to spend a Monday morning, that's for sure. Here's Hector on, go for one here. Come on Hector. Hector's learning really quick. Just pumping up there. So Hector's actually one of the best stand-up paddleboard racers in England. He's on the starboard team, and he went across to somewhere in Asia to do a race, and he started doing a bit of foiling on the starboard gear, and he's just got I think he's caught the foil bug now, so he's been asking me every day, am I going foiling? So I think he's fully got into it now. So I'm just gonna go back out with Hector's there and see if we can do another run or two. Yeah. Best leashes. How you getting on?
I keep getting like waves that close out. Try to get it from foil and it closes out.
Closes. I saw you then on the last one. Try when you get to your feet. Now you've got the hang of how to control the foil. Try and get it up on the mast quick before the wave loses energy and you get stuck at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like get it up, then you can like drop it.
And that's it. Then you keep the speed, because it's almost gone a little bit crunchy, and if you don't get up on the mast quick, then you don't have enough speed to kind of stay on foil, do you? That's it, get it up. Woo. This is why I love the 125. It's got that really glidey, efficient feel of a wing that you can take on a kind of shore runner, downwinder style session, but then it's still got the surfy feel for when you go in a pocket. So it's like you got kind of a bit of both worlds in this wing. You don't really want to walk much further than that, do you? With your hands. I wore some gloves like for like the 2 sessions where it was the coldest.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about them, but it just makes you feel like your arms are just like floppy bits of meat. You know, it's like yeah. I don't like them.
Yeah, they slow down your paddling.
Yeah, they do.
You wear them out.
You can round them out, but these torque screws, the torque
Yeah.
ones are a little bit better. The hexes,
Yeah.
the hexes used to wear a bit, but the torques are pretty good. But you don't want to leave it together too long because it might
freeze.
yeah, it might lock up. But generally, because I'll be on this wing now probably every day for a bit because it's gonna be small. So I just leave it on there until like the conditions change, and I might put something.
What tail is that? Is that like a UNIFOIL one? Or?
That's the uni shiv.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, shiv tail.
Not
Chopped,
shiv.
slightly chopped.
Is this
What you got on yours?
I don't know.
This is. You got this is vintage. So this is.
I'm gonna sell
This is a race tail. Race tail on there. Chopped a little bit. I
think you did this.
think I must have chopped that. They're the old. That's what the old shims used to look like.
But did yours shim the other way? Or,
No, it's the same. Yeah. So these. I think these are the old aluminium.
Yeah, I got another one in the thing.
But they the aluminium. We use those kind of plastic now because it doesn't corrode like that.
Yeah.
And then you got the vintage old 170.
Vintage. It's a Hyper 2 though, isn't it?
No, it's a Hyper 1.
I thought it said Hyper 2. Oh, it's a Hyper 1.
Yeah, Hyper 1 vintage. Hyper 1 170, legendary wing. Do you know the story of this wing?
No?
So Cliff, a designer of Unifoil, was the first person to kind of put this high aspect concept into a hydrofoil. And this was the first one. So before
this was the first ever
high aspect. So before this, all the foils, they were like a lower aspect design.
Yeah.
So no one would even thought to really put high aspect into a hydrofoil, or they thought maybe it just wouldn't be rideable or controllable. So we was the first one to kind of do that, and then that Nathan Van Oren, South African guy, yeah, he used it for a downwinder and did really well on it, and then everyone kind of jumped on it. But this, and I think this 170 size was the first size
ever
high aspect one as well.
I'm gonna sell this.
This is vintage.
Vintage wing used by Tom.
This should go on your wall.
It's like if Kelly Slater used your board, you'd sell it.
Thanks for speaking so highly of me.
You're like the Kelly Slater of UK foiling.
Let's not get too carried away.